In this week's video, I'm making a DIY worm farm for unlimited fishing bait and compost. Welcome back, everybody. We are going to be making our own worm farm. The purpose for this worm farm is to have unlimited fishing bait, and it's also going to produce a lot of really rich compost and magic worm juice that you can use on your plants or in your garden. The worms that I chose for this farm are European night crawlers, and I chose them because they're some of the best fishing worms because they're very wiggly and active, and they're bigger than your normal earthworm, redworm, trout worm. But they are smaller than Canadian night crawlers. Canadian night crawlers are really big worms. I usually just break pieces off of them when I fish because they're so big. But Canadian night crawlers are a lot more tedious to farm and take care of and like to burrow in deep bedding. But European night crawlers aren't as picky, and they can withstand more of a temperature range and don't need to be in that deep of a bed. And they're overall just a hardier worm and easier to take care of. They also have a pretty steady breeding rate, so they multiply pretty quickly. The first thing we're going to be doing to start this worm farm is set up the bedding in our worm tub. I picked up these two totes from Walmart so I could drill holes in the bottom of this one and just stack it on top of this one to catch any of the liquid that falls down through the compost, because you can use that as really good fertilizer. So I'm gonna start drilling holes about 1/4 inch in the bottom of this as well as along the top so that it has airflow in there. Once the worms have gone all through the bedding in this tote, I'll get a third one and drill holes in the bottom of that and put new fresh bedding and food in that and stack it on top, and then the worms will go through the holes into the new bin, and then you can take all your worm compost out of the old one. Alright, let's start drilling some holes. For the bedding, I'm starting with some ripped up cardboard. Now I'm gonna add shredded newspaper. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of moisture to it and mix it around. You don't want it too moist, you just want it damp. Now I just got some organic topsoil. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit in there to mix in. I added some coffee grounds in there, and then I'm gonna add more ripped up paper and add peat moss in there so there's more volume, and then wet it all down so it's nice and moist for them. Oh my gosh, guys, I think our worms arrived in the mail. At all these guys. They're our children.
Ugh, no.
Yeah.
Those are lots of them. Swirly, squirmy, wormy.
Stop squeezing them.
I want it.
Our bedding's more full now and it's nice and moist, so I think it's time to add them in. I've never seen this many worms at once before. Ooh. Look at all of them. Alright, let's add these guys to our bin. I poured them in. They're gonna start digging their way down, and I'm gonna put some food in here for them. A really good additive to their bedding is actually gonna be my rabbit's poop. Excuse me, can I borrow some poop, please? He's like, I'll make more right now. Just grab some out of his litter box right there. He literally just turns this grain, basically just little composted grain pellets. Fun fact, rabbits can actually eat their poop the first time around, but then after the second cycle, it's like, probably don't want to eat that. Right, you little cutie? I'm burying some of the bunny poop in a banana peel right at the top, and the worms will come up and start eating it, and then we will check on it in a few days. Now I'm just covering them up with some newspaper, and they're all set for now. Alright, let's check on these guys. They've been in their bin for over a week now, and we stopped seeing them start escaping at the top. I guess it takes a little bit for the worms to get used to their bin, so for the first few days they usually are trying to crawl out, but I haven't seen any try to escape at this point. Let's see if we can see some of our worms in here. This is the corner that I put their food in. Oh, there's one crawling up right there as well. He's going back down because he's in the light. Let's see if there's any over in the feeding corner still. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can see them all run away when I uncover them. Don't see their banana peel anymore, so maybe we will give them some more food to try and eat. Alright, so since they ate all the food in the first corner, I'm starting a new food corner, and I'm putting some raspberries and some more rabbit poop, and we'll cover that up, and then they'll move and start eating from this corner. Alrighty, here is another worm update for you guys. This was the last food corner that I fed them in. Oh, look at these big guys. Look at that big guy, dude. Oh my gosh. That is a good size worm, dude. I'm thinking about making a separate, smaller breeder bin to help speed up the reproduction process. Taking out all your breeders and putting them in a more contained space should cause them to breed quicker, and then you pull out the babies out of there and put them back in your main bin. But what you're looking for in a breeder is a bigger worm with kind of that pale, swelled up ring around them. You can see right there. His isn't that big compared to the rest of his body, but some of the other worms you'll look at, it looks a little more swollen and pale compared to the rest of their body. So for now, I'm just gonna keep feeding them in here, and then maybe once the rest of the worms get a little bigger, I'll make a separate breeding bin just to see if that actually speeds up the reproduction a little bit. But yeah, let's feed these guys again. Alright, I put their food in. It's a little bit of white rice, a little bit of cucumber, raspberries, and then the rabbit poop. And we'll cover that up and see how quick they eat that. There you go. Now they get to go crazy and cover them all back up. Oh my gosh, look at this little baby I just found. He's so tiny. I'm glad that they're already reproducing pretty well. Alright, I'm probably going to end the video here, but I will definitely give a worm update in a few months on just how they're doing and how much they've multiplied, and then we'll probably start packaging them up and selling some locally. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, just comment down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.